Hi, Capricorn. How are my powerhouses doing? So that's how I see you guys. See, Capricorns, you guys are powerhouses. You know, you hold your own. And it's subtle, actually. I think when you're like in a group of people and there's a Capricorn around, it's always this really subtle experience that's going on over there. Like you guys hold a space. It's very noticeable, but it's not ostentatious. It's not in your face. Like, you don't have to do that because you know your worth. You know what you're doing. Before I even start pulling cards, I have to say I'm feeling this sense of, I'm shuffling away here, I feel this sense of like a storm is brewing with you guys. A storm. Like a good kind of storm. But it's like you're brewing something in the back of your mind. You know, you're brewing, you're plotting. You're coming up with like a new master plan for how you want to dominate your life. How you want to move forward, how you want to create. Yeah, you are, it's powerful. It's very inspiring energy. And I think of all the signs this month, you are, you're feeling that fire in the pit of your belly. You know, you're just feeling that power. But you don't, you know, here's the thing with it though. I don't necessarily get the sense that you're like ready to leap into go mode quite yet. It's more like you are secretly formulating all these things. You're not telling your family and friends about it. You're not jumping into conclusions about it. You're just letting it brew and bubble and foment. Oh, interesting. 8 of Swords came up. To me, when I pull that up, when I'm talking about brewing, fomenting, I mean, the 8 of Swords can kind of be a positive thing in the sense that it's not about movement. It's about standing still and going in. And, you know, the one thing I'd say with 8 of Swords being the very first card that pops out for you guys, don't overthink things. You can overthink, you can overbrew, you can overcook. Here's the thing with April, and this is going to be such an interesting month for everybody. Oh my gosh, it's such a weird month, you guys. There's a lot of retrograde action happening. We got that Venus retrograde until the 15th. We have Mercury retrograding Mercury retrograde starting on the 9th, going into May. And there's a Saturn retrograde. That's your ruling planet. Ooh, Judgment came out. I just got that for Sagittarius. Woo, you guys. That's good. Death. Wow. Okay. Ooh. You know, that's your ruling planet. Saturn. So it's an intense month. Everybody is getting challenged. That little bit. Everybody is getting challenged. And I don't want to do too much with the astrology. That's all I'm going to say. I want the cards to talk today. But what I'm seeing from the 8 of Swords, Judgment, and Death. Oh, 10 of Swords. Oh my gosh, I have been getting the swords so much this month. For me, you know where that's coming through? The Swords energy is that airy communication energy, and with that Mercury retrograde, it's causing some trouble. That's part of why this month is weird, because things aren't done. They're not getting done in the normal way, and a lot of that has to do with just the way that communication gets a little wonky. It can make things a little trickier, and when I see, you know, the 8 of Swords, 10 of Swords, I just would say, watch what you say. Take a pause before you say anything. If you do have some ideas brewing, if you do have some big changes brewing, because I think some of you you're contemplating, you know, changing some old habits, changing some old routines, changing things that you've done for a long time. You know, whether it's friendships or a work commitment, something kind of big. I would just say this month, when I see that 8 of Swords and that 10 of Swords, that is a big nod to me to hold off saying anything huge right out loud unless you really feel confident about it, because it can kind of stab you in the back if you're not kind of smart about it, the way you go. Oh, card just flew on the ground. Excuse me, Capricorn. I'll be right back. Page of Cups. I like it. I like it. There's an emotive depth coming through here, you guys. Very emotive, deep depths. Here's the thing. Here's what I'm seeing right off the bat. We're only halfway through pulling the cards, but I'm seeing this thing. Okay, like you have your mindset on fixing some things in your life, making some changes, brewing, plotting, getting things changed, moving on things that have been bothering you. So I think some of you have had things that have been kind of like a weight on your shoulder, a weight in the back of your mind, and you're like kind of ready to just let's go. Let's shed that old skin, right? So you're starting off the month, you're determined. Here, I got to show these to you. You're determined to get those things changed, transformed, cleared up, moved on, turned over. You are dead set on that. God forbid anybody try and stop you. Well, that communication thing is one thing. That'll stop you. And the other thing is that when I get that Page of Cups right up next like that, and here's how this month is so funny this way. Because it's like, oh, you thought you were going to be working on this part of your life? Oh, no. No, you're not going to be talking about this big transformation you want to have. You're not going to be making these big statements that shift everything around like you think you are. Not this month yet. Keep brewing, you guys. Keep brewing. And another card fell on the floor. I've been having such a problem with this. I'll be right back. Oh, you guys, this is good. Wheel of Fortune. What was I just saying? The universe is coming in. It's like, oh, you think you're gonna make big announcements and big changes about what you're gonna do and what you're not gonna do? I don't think so. They're like, you're gonna have some deep emotional stuff going on. That's what you're gonna do. Oh, that's funny. For some of you, for those single caps out there, ooh, yeah, there's some amour. There's like somebody who might come in. You might be doing your thing, working hard, feeling like you're owning it. You don't need anything. Somebody comes in and you're spending your evenings snuggled up on the couch. What a twist of fate that is, right? Right when you're getting things done, you're feeling good. Oh, that's what I'm doing? I mean, it could be worse. Could be a lot worse. Okay, now the cards don't want to come out. You know, of course, they were flying out before, and now they're like, oh, we're just going to hang out in the background. But, oh my gosh, you guys. You are ready to oh, you better watch it, though. 3 of Swords. That's what I'm talking about. Like, here's the thing, that 3 of Swords next to the Page of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune, I don't really see that as like a betrayal or a heartbreak. You know what I see that is? That is like that little wink and nod from this month. It's like, yep, that's where you're going. You're going into the heart stuff. There's like a fork in the road and like your car just yaws over to the side and like, you know, it's like you have a self-driving car and it's decided that it is going down this other path. That is exactly what I see. And here's the thing. You know, you have this blockage. You have a sword card on either side of judgment and death, right? So, okay, you have this big transformation brewing under the surface, but you are blocked. It's not coming out this month, you guys. It is not. It's not leaving you. Keep it there. Like I've been saying, I've said it a couple times now. Don't worry. These are big things. Big transformations don't always need to happen at lightning speed. I think you can appreciate that, Caps. You're grounded. You know how to go about things in a wise way where you take a step back and you focus. Once again, that quiet holding of your ground that's so powerful that you have. But yeah, the road ahead is like, oh no, we're going to your emotions. We're going to have you really go there. If you have a hard time trusting people, if you have a hard time falling for somebody, oh, the sun, you guys, I love that. I love that so much for you. If you have a hard time trusting people and you don't think you can fall in love again, guess what? Somebody's going to come in and test that. If you've been feeling distance from your partner, or or distance from family too, this could be family with that Page of Swords, Page of Cups, it can really be family members too. If you're feeling distance from somebody, The Wheel of Fortune's coming in, that Three of Swords coming in, and it's like looking at your wounds. It's like, what's that? What's that wound right there? What's that wound right there? And that has to do with that Venus retrograde too, because you can be moving all forward in the relationship zone, in your life in general. And that those retrograde energies will come in and be like, oh, you need to look at this again. You need to reincorporate this idea you have of how the world works a little bit more deeply. And that's exactly what this month is for you, Cap. This month is like, oh, you need to get in touch with your emotions. You think you're dominating the world? Well, here's one area that we think you should take some time. Hanged Man, take some time. Take some time. There's a funny dualism for everybody this month. And for you, it's so funny. It's like really positive time taking is what I'm seeing. It's like allow your pot to brew on low heat. Allow that stew to cook up on low heat for a little while longer. Like it's still moving forward. You're still making things happen. It's just not moving at lightning speed. You know, it's forward moving, it's positive, it's good, but it is about taking that time and like watching and paying attention. So your world domination plans, that's what your stew is. And then you're having some other cook come into the kitchen with you and be like, I want to share this experience with you. Five of Cups, you guys see, that's that retrograde energy again. There's something that you need to go back over emotionally. Definitely emotionally. Like there is something that you need to go back over. And the thing is, here's what's going on, okay? You're going to be feeling like you're moving forward. And you will be moving forward. People are coming into your life. Events are coming into your life. Opportunities are coming into your life. Ideas are springing out of your mind and hanging out underneath the surface. So that's happening. And while that is happening, your emotional reality, that deep core inside of yourself, that part of yourself is getting activated to reincorporate something. And the only way you're going to stop getting this blockage that I see right here for this plan that you have, this idea that you have. Look how you're blocked there by Two Swords energies. The only way you're going to get to share that energy is if you look at how you're holding yourself back emotionally. Because our emotional wounds, our emotional walls stop us from being materially successful. Stop us from building things that last. And I know you want that for yourself. And here's what's going to happen. You're going to be confronted with something very deeply, emotionally, personally significant to you. And it's going to pop into your life and you're just going to have to roll with it. Roll with it. Roll with it. I know you're a cardinal sign. You want to go. You want to move. You want to get things done. You want to be here all the time. But that hangman is like, oh, hold back just a moment. You got this to do. And, once again, this is, for me, the Five of Cups is about reincorporation. It is about looking to your past, looking deep inside your heart, and thinking about how you sabotage yourself, how you push people away, how you might build walls so that you don't feel vulnerable. But here's the thing. I think it's going to be a really positive experience for you. For those of you that are single, I think you might actually really come out of this with a new partner. And it's the kind of thing where, because they have that Venus retrograde, they might start off as friends. It might take, 6 months before it turns into something romantic. It might take some time. But, I think what you're going to come out of this little bit of a storm, I kind of think of this as like a cosmic storm month. And it's a fun storm. It's like a really big lightning storm where you're safe in a house and you can watch it roll by, but it's, you can hear the thunder, you can see the lightning, and it's very visceral and very real, and it affects everybody differently. It's kind of this cosmic storm month. You're going to come out of this experience much more feeling that for any of you who are thinking about turning something upside down and changing something drastically, you're going to be feeling like you have a team of people around you. And you're not doing it severed and cut off from your heart center. And I think, too, it's going to help you clarify what exactly you're trying to turn over. Because it is still brewing. That stew on that stove is still coming together. It's still cooking away. And even though you want to push on that judgment and that death energy that's like, here, this is what's happening, let's go. You still have some questions that need to be cleared up about it before you jump on that bandwagon. And a lot of it has to do with your sense of self-worth and your emotional core. All right, you guys. I'm going to pull, I was just shuffling away with my Cosmic Tarot deck and I got the Devil. This is you guys, you know? This is, you get the subterranean energy. You get the subterranean energy. The Devil is a very emotional card. It's a counterpoint to the Lover's card. And they're both lovers in a way. It's the darker, heavier corners of your emotional life, I think. And how it manifests in the real world and how it affects you materially. You just have some corners. And I think too, like, you might be holding some people at bay that really want to be in your life. And, why deny them the joy of sharing yourself with them? I mean, as long as it's something that feels good to you, obviously. Why not let love in, Cap? Why not let family in? Why not let a good friend help you with this big decision that you're making? Why not brainstorm with a couple people who will emotionally support you and say, yes, that's a beautiful idea, let's do it? Why not take some time out and really root in there? Really root in there. I mean, the sun is going into Taurus near the end of the month, and that is your 5th house. That is your heart-centered house. That is your emotional, creative's house. It's an invitation. Just go in there. Have fun. Experiment. Love yourself, value your ideas enough to share them a little bit with people. I would just say, just don't go making rash things where you just walk into your office and quit, or, quit a dance class that means something to you, or something like that. You take a little bit of time before you make a big move like that, but let some trusted people into your life that can help you see very clearly. That's what I would say. And for those of you looking for love, ooh, yeah, keep yourself flexible, take your time, have fun getting out there, because with this kind of energy, there's a promise there of good people coming in. With this kind of energy, good people coming in. Once again, anybody you meet, it's probably going to be a long range growth kind of thing. Not something that just happens and it's a tumultuous affair and it's over by the time summer's over. It's more the kind of thing where you'll get to know them slowly and steadily and surely. But guess what? They'll probably be a big part of this big transformation that you're going to be doing over the course of the rest of this year. So keep that in mind too. Okay, you guys, I love this reading. It is so deep and powerful. I'm feeling very a lot of emotion coming in for this. So first of all, I'm very excited for the fact that you are getting new ideas and you're getting ready to activate and act on them. I'm very excited for that. And I'm also excited for this emotional, heart-centered energy that's coming in for you, and it's kind of demanding of you to get in there. It's so exciting. It's very positive. Very fruitful. It'll be extremely fruitful. So dive in there head first and you will do amazing things. Okay, before I end this video, I'm just going to mention that I'm wearing jewelry by Pink Moon 422. I'm going to leave her Etsy shop link below. These are Herkimer quartz. Very good for clarifying. She does a lot with geodes, amethyst, different kinds of minerals that are very good for clarifying and thinking clearly. High quality materials, real metal, like rose gold filled and sterling silver, high quality materials. She's beautiful. I love her. Check out her shop. Also, I will leave my website and my email below, so if you'd like to work with me or you have questions, you can email me or check out my website. I would love to hear from you guys so much. I would love to work with more Capricorns. And I hope you have a really amazing, heartfelt April that is exciting and invigorating and very eye-opening. And I will see you in May. Love you guys. Bye.